Greetings everyone! Today I would like to start this video by a short history of a corner which is behind me. These so-called workbenches, which may look like workbenches, are actually my first tables or workbenches which I built in this garage. But the time has come that I'm running out of space in my garage, and there's a lot of things underneath which are probably useless. And I just came up with an idea. I'm gonna remove everything out, leave only the tools I need, store them somewhere temporarily, and then we'll put something interesting together in this place. What's it gonna be? We'll find out soon.
So in this corner I was holding everything from useful tools, my stereo amplifier, to some stuff which I never used since I put it there. So I had to take everything out and remember how did I put all this together, because it was all screwed and mounted somehow, but I managed to do it.
Here we go. We've cleaned up this corner. It's all, the tables are gone, the workbenches are gone, the tools are all put aside, and now let's go do some magic.
So a little planning on SketchUp. I had all the sheets of 18mm plywood ordered and cut in the shop, so I don't have to cut them myself. It only cost me extra 15 euros or so, so it wasn't worth doing it myself. I started with a bottom panel, and I'm doing a guide on which the vertical stand will actually be, and will hold everything in center. Just screw this 10mm piece of plywood down. And using a jigsaw, just cut out the corner. Okay, this is laminated plywood. It has a PVC coating on, and it gives some tear out, so you first put some masking tape before you do the cut. It makes the cut much cleaner. Now, using my large diameter circular jig, I mark out the diameter and drill a little holes for the ball bearings. These are just standard furniture ball bearings which will be used as a support for all the turning parts. So now I'm taking just a piece of scrap plywood and attached my circular jig with a router on it, so I can cut diameters as large as this, and they come out perfectly round. And just using my sanding tool, just take the sharp edges off. And again, using some masking tape and a jigsaw, you cut the corner out. And then drill the hole in the center. It's a 5cm diameter hole, so I can now do the first test. Using the standard PVC pipe, which is also 5cm in thick, I have the bottom shelf of the carousel tested right. And now I have to assemble the box. I asked my son to help me to hold some pieces together while I tack them down, and then I'm using only screws because this plywood is laminated, so the standard wood glue won't stick up. Use some pieces of scrap plywood to support the system. And I'm attaching panel by panel, just pre-drilling the holes with a countersink head on it, and then just using 4x40mm wood screws to attach everything. I just tack it with the brad nails first, just to hold it in place. Makes the work much easier. Okay, these little hands are too weak for the screwdriver yet. Now I attach some support pieces that will support the bottom panel. Just also tack them and screw them in. This will help this 18mm plywood work to support larger weight. And then I glue up the narrow strip of cardboard so some small piece and dust particles hold on the carousel and don't fall behind it, because it's otherwise going to be a mess to take it out. And now the top panel, I measured it on the box itself. I'm also using my circular marker and cutting out the front end. And now, using this Forstner bit, cutting out the hole in the center again, and now test how everything fits. Okay, looks good. Now I'm taking other pieces of plywood to do the top carousel. I start with the dividers. I just put two of them on top of each other so the cuts are identical, and using the jigsaw to do the cutouts. So I have 4 identical pieces which overlap like Legos? No, not like Legos, but they overlap. And now I have to do the 2 identical circles. First mark the position, and then take my router jig and cut 2 circles. Okay, this time I made it one pass with a circular jig and second one with a trim bit. Okay, check if everything fits in place nicely. Okay, so I do some, first tacked it in with brad nails and then screwed them all together. I put some ball bearings on my top panel here as well. And I'm almost done.
Well, this weekend's project is almost complete. I got 4 different tools standing on this carousel. It's pretty firm. Well, I have to clamp the tools down, but still, it's a great space saver. I still had to finalize things. I had some storage underneath. I will make some drawers here, but leave that for the next week. And also I have to push it there to the corner attached the power cables and everything else, but the most critical part is done and I'm really happy about it. Thanks for watching.